Yo, how's it going, everybody? Way back with another trade recap. I'm currently at school. I'm recording this video in my car. If y'all hear people talking in the background, those just the random people that go to my school just yapping. Um, I took one trade today. Um, yeah, one trade just for the market open, and also took one last night. They were both L's. Last night I did take a pretty big L. I mean, not actually, it was a pretty small L for like 400. Um, it was a small L for like 400. I had all my confluences going in, but again, it was Asia session. As choppy as it is, I saw everything I wanted to see, but we were in choppy conditions, so I ended up taking that trade and getting stopped out. And it is what it is, as I learned from that L. Um, and today's L. I had great confluences for this price to come down and take these uh these Asia lows, but we did not indeed do that today. As we just took out London and pumped. So my initial bias going into market open was I wanted to see longs. And the only reason I ended up taking shorts is because we did have a long way down as market open around right here. We had around little less than 200 points to sweep the lows that I've initially thought that were gonna get swept, and then I was gonna look for a bullish run. But that in my head, I was like, okay, I'm gonna find a confluence. I'm gonna find some confluences and see if I could catch the um the leg down before coming back up. And that's exactly what I did. As you can see on the 5 minute, um, market opened around here as we were just chopping in this side. Market open. Today's the what? The 10th. There we are. What I did learn today is that 9:30 markets, when price opens at 9:30, there's a strong liquidity at a 9:30 open, 9:30 high, and 9:30 low. And so as we saw here, 9:30 price opened, and we ended up sweeping this initial 9:30 high, and ended up coming back lower and getting um, take profit for those who caught it. So that's what I learned today. That most of the times 9:30 open is a really strong confluences or strong liquidity. Sorry, and price open and creating this 9:30 open high, sweeping it, coming back lower. And based off that, we also had a 30-second inversion there. Let me see if I can. Another confluence leading up to this was this 9:30, or this 30-second inversion here, and creating a change in the state as well, kind of closure. That could have been a reason to enter, and just holding that to take these lows down. So yeah, that was one trade that I saw, and just learning that 9:30 open is a strong liquidity that's sweeping that, coming back lower. And my initial trade and bias was for us to tap into this 4 hour gap and sweeping these Asia lows. But as you can see, we only ended up sweeping these London lows and then reversing up higher. So my initial thought was that we were gonna come down low and take out these Asia lows. And so I thought of I saw confluences that wanted us to come lower as we were respecting this 1 minute gap. After inversing this 1 minute gap as well, we inversed this gap, came back lower, um, tapped into this inversion, came back lower, created a gap. We've been respecting it. So overall, we had great confidence that price wanted to come down. But again, after sweeping London lows, we have to be patient enough to see if there could be a reversal there. So overall, not bad trade. But again, we just have to be patient and recognize what price wants to do. So I did end up taking this L, and I ended up sizing up for a pretty big loss. So I lost 1,000 this trading yesterday at Asia session. I lost around 400. So yeah, also have to work on my risk management as well, as I was pretty close to passing this account, and I still am gonna pass this account. But I gotta manage the risk and be careful when it comes to stuff like this. The only reason I say I need to watch my risk management is, why am I risking more? I'd risk more if I saw an A plus setup clear as day, obviously, but for the only reason I ended up sizing up here was because I wanted to pass my account quicker, and learned that and got a little setback, but a setback is not gonna stop us. So overall, good L. One trade today, one trade last night. And I'm off for the charts. This is a pretty late trade recap, but it is what it is. As long as I'm getting it done. But yeah, trade recap for today. Hopefully tomorrow we can see some price action. That's that's good enough to trade in, because we just been chopping, man. But yeah, hope you guys have a great, amazing rest of your day, and God bless everybody.